you've got to take care of you first. It sounds selfish, but it's not, because if you don't take care of you, you can't be of service to other people. And so I take my personal routine seriously, man. And my kids watch me do it. When Daddy wakes up in the morning, I get my meditation on. Then I get my cold shower on. You know, then I'm at work being productive. They know I'm exercising. They know I'm spending some time with them. They know I'm doing all these things, and I do it daily. I get people all the time, Dallas, that mention me on my live streams. I did one today. They said, Brian, where do you get the energy? Because they see me every day campaigning, every day live. And the truth is that I've had times in my life where I had no purpose. I've had times in my life where I was putting bad things in my body, drugs and alcohol, and eating poorly, and didn't have a physical practice. And I remember what that was like. It was dark. It was desolate. Now I've solved all those issues. I'm still got other things I'm working on, but those things I've got them locked down. And I'm just grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be having a purpose. I'm grateful to be of service, which it took me 40 years to figure out that's the key to life. I thought it was about getting the most for Brian. That's not where the happiness is. Doing the most for someone else is where the happiness is. And so now when I'm in that flow, and again, I'm taking care of myself. My team knows here, I go do my physical practice every day at 2 o'clock, and that's almost non-negotiable. And if I don't do that, then I'm not as productive. I can't do as much service. I'm not in the right zone. But if I get that in, if I get my sleep in, I get my meditation in, I get my family time in, I'm almost like a super force out there. And I wish more people would listen to what you just said, Dallas, is that take care of yourself. Take care of yourself and have pride in yourself. It builds your self-esteem. It's self-love. And you'll find that then you allow yourself to do more because you're not scared. You're not negative talking. I also do affirmations every morning, Dallas, where I tell myself the future I want as if it's happening today. I've been telling myself I'm the next mayor of London for 7 months, and it just becomes that reality. I have an academy called London Real Academy. The biggest problem I have with my students is they don't believe in themselves. They don't have enough confidence, and they're worried what other people will say. Most of my job is trying to get them to just take more risks, to go out there and go be something. And that's why when I see people on social media trying to shame people or talk bad, I mean, I have a hard enough time getting people to believe in themselves. I would rather, people spend more time promoting other people and building people up as opposed to tearing people down, because, we need people to be their best selves. Then you got Dallas Pages everywhere. You got Brian Roses everywhere. You got Elon Musk's everywhere. Joe Rogan's everywhere. Doing great things that make us better as humans, as opposed to people when they're down on themselves, they're down on everybody else, right?
I got your back now.
You got me back, right? I was going,
yeah.
But yeah, I just saw you coming back. So yeah, I think the more we can get people to be positive, invest in themselves, then they become great contributors to society, And so when you're helping other people, you're actually helping yourself. You're helping the community.
Dude, that's so real. I deal with a lot of people who come through depression, and and I tell them all the time, it may not be the 100% cure, but I guarantee you will feel better if you just help one person. And that's what I do all day long. And I'll go to that Facebook site, DDP Yoga. That's one word. And it's like members only, and I will like things people say. I will leave them comments. Great job, keep up the good work. All the things that like I don't know people who own a huge company who come there and talk to the people who are actually doing their program. And I have a one-on-one relationship with literally hundreds of people, because when I see them putting the work in and starting to believe in themselves, then I reach out. And I'm just looking for people who are putting the work in. And a lot of them I will privately coach because they're really in a dark spot. Like I had a guy who, let me read you this one thing. I'm going to pull it up here. My thing just went dead. The messages that I get from people are so powerful, man, in the way that they have learned now by putting the work in how much brighter their life is, and helping other people. Like that's my whole thing with that whole Facebook site, is that people are helping people. It's all about the community, man. And if we can reach out and help other people, it just makes everybody happier and makes you feel more confident in yourself and have more self-worth.
I wish somebody taught me this stuff at college. You know, I went to university and I studied engineering and math and science. And I mean, I went to MIT. It was a good school, but I just wish there was a class on, you know, my body, investing in my mental health, investing in my physical health. I wish there was something, you know, Dallas, that taught us this stuff. I guess that's what maybe we're doing right now, creating content. And now that kids can get educated in different ways, right? Because this seems like basic building blocks of life we're talking about here. I just wish I knew this as a younger man, because I went down a real self-destructive path that I didn't need to. So I think you're changing the game with what you're doing, Dallas. I really appreciate it.